Beautiful blessings, everyone. This morning's energy has been very, very third eye, crown chakra intense this morning. When I woke up, I could feel that pull. It felt like literally like I was being pulled up, out. And I know a lot of my friends and brother and sister starseeds have been feeling this very strong recently. So I feel like spirit, more of the light beings, excuse me, very otherworldly feeling, very different. Spinning, when I feel connected with them, they're almost like a vortex feeling where it feels very intense, very high above the head, very vast, as you would imagine. So I was pulled to do a reading from the Starseed Oracle today. I'm just going to do one card. And also to give a little grounding and also the essence, actually, I'm going to pull from the flower petals to give a little bit of that nature balance with the star seeds because it's such an intense energy. And something that they brought my attention to actually this morning, I was doing some of my chakra bowls and meditation, and they keep touching base on the sonic soul. And that maybe that'll be something that they're going to encourage me to do a video on to explain that a little bit later. Kind of goes along with the somatics that's been coming out a lot. But the sound has been something. And they repeat a lot, sonic soul, that has come through a lot in a lot of the readings or the messages that I've been channeling in the poetry. And I feel like it's time that this is going to be a little bit more information. So with that, I'm going to use the Tibetan bells to kind of clear the energy. Again, it's another high vibrational energy, way, way up above the head. That is a chakra that I'm just kind of exploring and learning about. So... okay. Just going to get a quick shuffle. Mix them up a little bit. You can see. Sometimes the cards will just come out on their own, and I usually take that. This feels like they want to pull in the intuition a little bit, so I am going to spread the cards out. I'm going to do 3 piles. 1, 2, whoop, okay, 1 did come. So, and this card is I Remember. Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. I don't know if you could see, this is a little bit blurry there. Thank you for the patience with this. I'm still getting used to, oh my goodness. Still getting used to how to use the camera, so. There's so much going on in this image. I think I'm gonna just kind of leave that for everybody to have a moment and take that in. For some reason, they're drawing me to the nest. In the image, as you can see, she has all the stars are lighting up. Pure white light. Very pure. Looking into the unknown, the vastness. And there's also flowers up there, so I'm thinking that maybe that they're agreeing that the flower energy is something that also holds some of the star seed. That would make sense because when we plant the seeds, we get the beautiful flowers. But I'm being drawn to the nest. So I feel like a lot of us are in that space right now where we're playing it a little bit safe and maybe not venturing into the allowing ourselves to go into the unknown. Okay. I am going to read from the book. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of life you're living in right now, when you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses. And it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow destiny life over your fated life. To trust the path your soul is calling you toward. To remember this moment was pre-arranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroad, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision, to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of a career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. And what this card is asking you to do is, what are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? I know a lot of us have been experiencing amazing synchronicities, and for some reason, they're drawing my attention to the aligning of the white stars across the chest and above the head. And clearly she has her hands sitting over that energy too. And so they keep saying, I'm hearing synchronicity, synchronicity. So there's something about the stars that they're showing us. It's all aligning up. It's within us. Everything is aligning up within us. The same thing that we're manifesting has been aligned. And in these moments, I feel like the synchronicities are, as many of my fellow brothers and sisters have been saying on the journey, that's the key to bringing us into alignment. And a lot of times they can be very profound. We all know that, where it just can't be missed. And then there's other times where we kind of have to go within. And the synchronicity is very subtle, very subtle. And they're kind of giving me the feeling like it's the puzzle piece. It's putting it together. We use a lot of metaphors and things when we're writing or we're creating. And it's the same thing. When they're bringing through these synchronicities, they're not going to make it easy for us, because this is a profound journey, and it has to be. It has to come to us in those ways. It has to be something that would be so specific and amazing, that brings emotion, the energies, surfaces something in the moment, especially if it's on the life path lesson. It's something big, like with an archetype. I know many of us understand the soul archetypes and what we've come in with certain things. And so I feel like that's part of the synchronicities, is almost awaking that aspect of the journey. And so we have to pay attention, let it resonate. Don't be afraid to put your hands in and feel for this and pull it out. That's what they're saying in the nest. A message came out about Green Tara the other day, that we're very protected. And again, our soul family is saying that we're in that safe space. We're building everything from here. And so, absolutely beautiful artwork. The centeredness always in the heart space is lighting up, and above the head, that's what I was feeling this morning with the crown chakra on the third eye. So they're also asking me now to get a card from the flower petals. I'm just going to take one of these out. I feel like we're birthing things right now. We're at that place where there is no longer a lot of things to learn on this journey. It's not about so much healing karma anymore, or things like that, lessons. It's more about co-creating at this stage that we've gotten past that. We've centered in the energies, and now we're going to co-create. We're planting the seeds. And so the message from the flower petals, I'm just going to pick. Okay. 2 came in, actually. I'm going to pick something that kind of gives us the incentive, something we can focus on while we're co-creating. Daisy, believe and trust in happiness. Sometimes co-creating isn't so much about something that we're manifesting for us, the job, the career. It's just the space. And so they're saying happiness. And the next one is Orchid. Your uniqueness is always perfectly lovely. And if you look, it's absolutely beautiful because the orchid is also carrying the same frequency of color and light as the card. And the flower is up in the corner there. So they're saying embrace your uniqueness. And the orchid is a very exotic flower. And I know it comes from a very temperament climate. So I'm also getting the message that with this one, as we're planting these seeds, to pay attention that when we're planting the seeds, let them grow, let them take as much sunlight as they need, as much rain, whatever surroundings that we're in. But we have to understand that in order to plant the seed, we have to trust when it's going to be right. Don't second guess. The temperate climate, a certain atmosphere, that's when the seed is going to take and grow at its best. And so we are star seeds. We're here planted, and the time is right now for us to grow. The temperament, the climate. And so I'm getting a strong feeling that with this card, remembering anything that is being planted right now is the perfect time. We need to trust that it's going to grow, that it's going to become. We're going to remember. I hope in some way some of this made sense and would inspire you for the day. So everybody, beautiful blessings, all my love. Thank you.